What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in on Shallow Hooker Fishing. I know this is not a boat, this is actually my truck. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the door check in the driver's door. So, hold on, have any questions, leave it at the end. And again, please subscribe. So first things first, make sure the window is in the full up position. First thing we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to actually take the 10mm bolt out of the check arm. Yes, I'm using an impact gun. It makes my life a lot easier. You can use just the ratchet and the actual socket. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take that wedge, we're going to stick it right through the top, give it a little bit of a pull, it'll pop it right off. Make sure the plastic clips stay on the actual panels. Second thing is the outer handle has a little crease in the underside. Put the wedge up through there, gently pull back, and it should all pop off. Again, make sure all the plastic retainers are still on there. You don't want to lose them. Sometimes they'll fall inside the door panel. When you pull the door panel off, you'll then go ahead and grab them then. The next thing, we're going to take that pick, we're going to stick it in there sideways, gently pull again. Make sure that the retaining clips stay on the panel. If they do fall in, when you do pull the door panel off, you can retrieve them then. So the next thing, all the screws in this door panel are all 7mm. So it's pretty easy. Go ahead and unscrew it. Pull it out. Yep, I'm having a little bit of a problem here. Sometimes it's either, I like to actually grab a little of a magnet. Use a little magnet to pull it out. You can use the pick. Also be aware that the screws all have their placement back onto the door. The two 7mm screws on the door handle have a washer on it, so they will only actually go back into those positions. And then the one that actually holds the door latch handle were actually a little bit smaller 7mm. Now also do not forget these two 7mm screws that are on the bottom of the actual door panel. They are screws, so do not get those confused and put them in the handle section. They will not go in, or they will, and you will not get them back out. So we got all the screws out. We got the one on the upper, we got the 4 in the middle, and the 2 on the lower. The trick on actually pulling this door panel is to actually, I actually grab the bottom with my left and my right hand, and then I put my knee against the door and give it a quick pop. And it actually pops the lower out, and then you can go ahead and lift the door panel upwards. Don't pull the door panel too far away from the door. You still have to release the window switches and the lock switch connectors. Then you have to remove the door cable, the door latch cable. You have to be very, very gentle with that. You break the clip, it will not go back in. Then you have to replace the cable, which is a whole nother ball game. So be gentle. Don't force anything. It is only plastic. So the next thing we're going to do, we got to remove the speaker panel. Now, if you have a factory speaker setup, it's just going to be a speaker. In my actual door, I actually have a cover plate because I replaced it with an aftermarket speaker. Remove the connector for that. So after the speaker is removed, we're going to remove the two 10mm nuts that hold the check in. So we take these two nuts out. And we can go ahead and pull the check through. Now the check does not come straight out. The end that actually bolts onto the vehicle is a little bit wider than the opening. So you have to kind of spin it sideways and kind of just work your way through. It will come through. You just be patient with it. Once you figure it out, you'll get the new one right in. So after the check is bolted in, we have to put the door panel on. This is the hardest part of the whole job. So first things first, let's install the cable. We're going to go ahead and insert the cable in the slot where the handle is, the top end first, and then push it down. You hear the click, you're in. Next thing, make sure we put the connectors back on. We have the connector for the door locks, we have the connector for the windows. Make sure we put those on. And they click into place. Next thing, we have the lock rod. Let's make sure we put the lock rod through the hole. So we're going to go ahead and put it through the hole. We're going to push the top of the door panel up against the glass. We're going to keep it on this angle here, and it kind of goes into a groove on the top where the window run is. So once we lock that in, we're going to go ahead and just push it down very easily, and you'll hear all the clips click into place. If it doesn't click into place, it means you have some kind of alignment that's incorrect, either through the clips. But if you go on this way, almost 90% of the time, that door panel will pop in. So put all the screws in, make sure the correct screws go into the correct places, and test out the door. You should be good. Good luck.